Hey guys, this is Elias with Softly, and today I'm going to show you how to export JetEngine choice fields using WP All Export. Now, to get started, let's select the post type we want to export, which in this case is this JetEngine post type, right? And WP All Export says we have 95 JetEngine post types to be exported, so that's cool because that's the number we have here in our site, 95. So let's go back here and click on the Customize Export File button. Right, so here is our export template, and if you hit preview, you can see we have our ID, the title, and the content, and those are the same elements we have here. So you can think of these elements like your columns. And then the JetEngine fields are right here in the right panel, and if you open the JetEngine section, you will find them very easily. Now, I'm going to show you guys how this looks, and we have only 3 fields here. We have this checkbox field, which has multiple values or can have multiple values selected, this radio one, and this select one. Now, when you go here to WP All Export, right, you can get rid of the fields you don't want. For example, I don't want the ID or the content, right? And you can drag and drop each one of these fields individually. And if you hit preview, you can see your export file taking shape in real time. Now guys, there is an easier way. If you want to just add all of the fields, you can drag and drop this first element, which as you can see is in black letters, right? These 3 are the actual fields and they are in green letters. So I'm gonna drag and drop the field group and boom, that's it. You have added all of the fields contained in that field group. Pretty cool, right? So I'm gonna hit preview and here we have all of our data. So the title, the checkbox, which has multiple values, or well, some of them have multiple values, and those values are separated with pipes. And then we have the radio values and the select values. So that's pretty much it, guys. But if you wanted to maybe, I don't know, change this title to property name because maybe you're exporting property listings or whatever, you can do that. Hit preview and there you go. You have changed the column name. And I don't know, now let's do something fun before we go and maybe change these pipes for a comma, so it looks maybe nicer, right? So you can run PHP functions in WP All Export by using the function editor. Now guys, if you don't know PHP, you can find some snippets that may be of use to you in wpallimport.com. Click on the docs menu and find the developers section. There we have a lot of code snippets that will serve you well and are a great place to start learning some PHP. So for now, let's just write our quick PHP function here. So I'm going to say function, and I'm going to call this change pipes, right? So I'm going to run this in my data element, open my brackets, and return str replace. I'm going to find my pipes, and I'm going to replace them by a comma and a space, right? Cool, so I'm gonna save my function and I'm gonna copy the name of this function right here, enable this option that says export the value returned by a PHP function, paste that name here, right? And WP All Export will run this function, right? And this value is this field. So I'm gonna save this, preview, and there you go, we got rid of our pipes and instead we're using now a comma and a space, which looks nicer, right? So there you have it. For now, let's just call it a day and continue. We have here the export type, and you can select either the spreadsheet mode, which will allow you to export this data in either CSV or Excel, and you can export that in XML too. And if you hit preview, you can see we have the same structure we have here, property name, checkbox, radio, and select. And there you go, we have the same data here. Even the function is still running, so you can export that. Or if you want to get more crazy with a super weird XML structure, you can build your own using the custom XML feed. Just as I said before, check out the other videos in our channel or go to our website at wpallimport.com. For now, let's stick with the CSV type and continue. Now here we have the scheduling options, which are pretty neat because it will allow you to run this export automatically on a schedule. And that means that if you need this data exported every single day or maybe once a week or something like that, and you don't want to do all of this process manually, which although WPL export makes it very simple to do, maybe you don't want to do it manually, right? Because, I don't know, just because. Well, WPL export has a scheduling functionality, has two actually. The easiest one is this automatic scheduling service, which is a paid service. It costs $9 a month. And if you want to run this on a daily basis, you can enable all of these days like so. And say, I don't know, you want to run this every single day at 12 a.m., right? And maybe you want to run this too at 3 p.m., right? So WPL export will run on this schedule automatically. Now, you can do that with cron jobs too, which are free, but they are a little bit more technical. So that's up to you guys. Now, what's cool about this is not only that you can run this automatically, but that you can also connect WPL export with Zapier, and with Zapier connect that with other apps, like, I don't know, maybe send you an email with your file every time it gets exported, or maybe upload that file to Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever. The sky is the limit, right guys? So we don't need that in this example, but you can check out the other resources for that in case you're interested in. And these are just some advanced options for exports. They are pretty much self-explanatory, so if you want to, you can just read them and you will know what to do. And in case it's not clear, you can hover on the question marks and it will give you more details. And if even after that you're still find yourself a little bit lost here, you can always contact our support team and we will be more than happy to help you out. Now, let's just confirm and run this. All right, and that was pretty quick. So I'm just gonna download my CSV file, open that up, and here we have our data. You can see it's looking real nice, and if I click here on this column, you can see we have 96 rows minus of course the header row that gives us 95, which is the number we expected. And we have here the property name column, which remember guys, we changed that. We ran a PHP function here and it seems to be working too, and all of the other data seems to be here correctly. Now guys, if you want to schedule your export even after it has run, you can do that here, right? And here is some more info and the video on how to integrate this with Zapier, right? So if you click here, you will be taken to the Zapier page where the WPL export integration is, right? So there you have it guys, that's how you export JetEngine choice fields using WPL export and the JetEngine Export Add-on. Now guys, again, if you want to know more about how to import or export other more JetEngine complex data with real world examples, or if maybe you're using ACF or Metabox to handle your custom fields and post types, you can import and export that data too using WPL import and WPL export. Just check out the other videos in our channel and our website and go nuts there. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time.